Hey, what's up, guys? This is King Vox, and I wanted to kind of just give you guys like a 5-step showcase on like how you should play the game if you're a casual player like me that doesn't have a lot of time to play the game, but you don't want to enchant because it just ruins the game for you. And what I mean by that is I spent a long time enchanting stuff, and I got to a point where I was just like, I'm done enchanting. Okay, so and a lot of people always ask me my advice on how to go about not playing as an enchanter and BDO and how to kind of avoid RNG. Okay, so the only RNG I currently deal with is drop rate in game. Okay, and that's not really RNG. You kind of get a certain understanding of how much money you're going to be making an hour depending on what class you are. Now mind you guys, you need to think about the equivalent item piece, you know. So like what I mean by that is I'm using ultimate leather vambrace here, which is an accuracy offhand. I recommend this for all new players, just because it gives you really nice DP and really nice AP. And I know a lot of people say, oh, you just need AP, don't worry about DP, but you want to be able to farm comfortably. Okay, now this is in no way for PvP. This is so you can grind, so you can get to the point where you can PvP and compete with other people. Okay, but this is how I would go about it. The first things first, I would just play through the story and enjoy the game. Okay, you're going to find drops. You're even going to find drops that are plussed up and stuff like that, right? Once you get enough money to start buying things, the first thing you're going to buy is a Yuri. Okay, so your first item that you want to buy once you get enough money is a Yuri. And the reason for this is because of all the extra human damage that it has. It's just an all-around nice main hand, and you don't really care about gems and socket slots at this moment because you're not using them. You're not going to be using gems or anything like that right now. You're going to be replacing this ASAP with better. Okay, so you're going to want to farm once you hit 50 or 51 or 52. Your main primary goal at this point is to start farming the Azula set. Now, while farming for this Azula set, you're going to acquire the money, the gold, to start replacing some of your armor pieces with Grinnell. Now, it doesn't have to be Ultimate. Like I said, this is all going to be replaced anyway, okay, and fairly soon if you play the game a lot. All right, now you want your Blue Awakening once you hit 56. That's just what you want. Okay, you can use the green one at this point. It's really up to you if you want to save some extra money, because once you do your quest, you do get a +10 one, which is fine. But if you feel that you need a little bit more damage, you can upgrade it. Okay, so at this point you have full Grinnell, right? The whole set is giving you 7 extra AP, which is really dope, and you have about 138 AP base it, and you have that +7 you know, extra. So you're about at 145 or something like that, right? So that's enough, and you have 225 DP. You have enough to pretty much farm comfortably at all the places that you need to farm at. You know, Salsins, all that stuff is pretty dope. Second one, you want to start upgrading all that to Duo. All right. So this is why I said don't worry about it if you want to use the green awakening weapon. It's fine, you can do that because they give you one in the quest, you know. But you want to start trying to do your main quest and grind and try to have somebody help you. At this point you're probably 56, 57. I would say that you're probably into 57 at this point. All right, and you have 247 DP and 149 AP, which is enough to start farming at stuff like Desert Nagas or Fogans, which are the real good money makers. You might even be able to go to Gaha's Bandits or something like that, but I'm gonna be honest with you, if you go out there, somebody gonna beat you up with this low gear. So I mean, it's good money, but somebody gonna beat you up. You could go to Pirates and probably have the whole island to yourself and farm. As you can see, you still have your accuracy offhand, and you still have a Uria. You just want to, once you buy this one, your Duo, you want to sell your You don't want to sell your to buy the Duo. You get what I'm saying? because you don't want any downtime of gameplay. So you want to make sure you farm the price of the item, buy the item, and then sell your previous. And then as you can see, you're already going to be, you know, 30% into the cost of your next item, your next upgrade, which is really dope. So matter of fact, I believe the prize is like 40 million, maybe 30-40 million, and then the duo is like 60-70 something million. So by times you want to get try or something like that, you're already going to be partially into it. So it's pretty easy. And as you see, you just keep upgrading. And as you can see, I went from the Azula rings to the Mark of Shadows. Now you want to start trying to snipe these as soon as you get about 300 mil. You want to start trying to snipe these Mark of Shadows out, okay? Because sometimes you can snipe them and they're only about 200, 250 or something like that million. And I snipe them out all the time. I've sniped them out and blown them up several times, and I'm sad about that. Yeah, I don't. I just blew up my Mark of Shadows trying to make Tet. So I should have just. That's the only thing you're gonna have to enchant is accessories at a certain point, because you're not going to be able to buy Tet accessories so easily. You're gonna either have to put a really massive pre-order on them, or you're just going to have to try your luck yourself. Okay, but they do go up, and they do go up fairly often, and you can buy them out, trade out for about 200 and something mil, which is really dope. So that's a nice upgrade right there. And then as you can see, for your weapons, you want to focus on your weapons before your Grinnell, okay? Your Grinnell is still duo right now. When you get to this step, you really want to just try to get your weapons to try and your offhand, right? Then you want to worry about getting your try Grinnell, because at this point you're going to be able to, at 280 DP, you're literally going to be as tanky as just about everyone else in the game. And I'm not even joking when I say that, because people that are sometimes at soft cap and stuff like that don't have more than 280 DP. Some people, you know, if they have maybe DP offhands or some weird shit like that at that point, and they're not using like a boss, and say if they're using Kudum, they might have 300. But if they're using Nuver, like a lot of people are, then they're gonna be less than it. They're gonna be like 270 something, right? But you're not gonna have the AP to mess with them, that's for sure. So don't think that just because you guys are just as tanky, you're saying, because they're gonna still one-shot you because they're over 220 something AP. Okay, so here I still have the Azula neck piece and belt. You don't really need, you can break this if you get lucky and maybe get maybe you were farming somewhere crazy and got a dual Bassi, or maybe you got it from the Shikato box or something like that. You can easily switch these because you're no longer getting a set bonus from these two. I just have them there because I feel that the biggest focus right now is getting your full Tri Grinnell, okay? And then getting your Tri weapons, definitely, so you can have the actual damage. Because at duo Grinnell, you're going to have enough DP to pretty much farm anywhere that you should be farming, or anywhere that you want to farm. Except for stuff like Gahas. Like, come on, guys. Don't be silly. Don't be in the comments talking about, oh, they can't go to Gyfins and stuff like that. It's like, dude, this is definitely not that. So just chill out, okay? So at this step, you have a decision to make. Okay, you can either, if you're like me and you're casual, okay, and you don't have time to mess around with boss gear, you're going to just focus on getting Tet Grinnell, okay? And then this is in-game armor for you. I'm not even joking with you. This is not a joke. This is your in-game armor, Tet Grinnell. But there's some boss gear that you don't want to avoid, and that is your Kazarka, your Dandy, and whatever your boss offhand of choice is. The reason for this is because this is the most bang for your buck, okay? As you can see, I did change out the accessories, and these are accessories that are bang for your buck as well. These are not fully in-game accessories, but these are going to transition you into the point where you're gonna be able to go into in-game, okay? At this point, your character is level 60, okay? At this point, your character should be level 60, if not pushing 61, okay? So this is not like, oh, I'm gonna get here within like 1 month or something like that. No, this is about a good 2-3 months into the game if you're playing consistently, or this is 6 months into the game if you're playing super casual, like I am kind of right now, right? But you're gonna get there no matter what, because you're not playing with RNG. Now, people that play with RNG, there's some people that have been playing the game for 2.5 years now that probably only have try boss gear. You know what I mean? And that's me. Like I was like that. I was playing the game on the 2nd anniversary. I only had full try boss gear. I had like 1 tet piece, and I didn't even have a dandelion. I guess had a tet ultimate, and that's just how it works sometimes with RNG. I've blown up enough gear to be able to have full tet boss gear if I just had saved that money and bought it outright. Okay, now it's gonna be hard to buy stuff out, you know, because there's so many people are actually doing that now because they don't like RNG. They're like me. Okay, so the biggest thing here are the accessories. Okay, the accessories, we have dual basilisk, and then this is your choice. I chose dual basilisk because it's cheaper than a tri tree. Now you can go tri tree, but tri tree is about 900 million versus 600 million for the basilisk. Now, like I said, at this point you're making good money. You're grinding wherever the hell you want to grind right now, and that's the truth. Like you're literally right here. You're pretty good. Okay, you're at 231 AP with the Granule set, and I can add that in because people that have boss gear don't get that +7 AP. Okay, that's a Granule thing, so that's really dope that you're right there. And then you have no gems in right now. You can put gems in at this point. At this point, I would recommend that you put gems in. Even at lower levels, you can put like very cheap gems in. But as far as like in-game gems and stuff like that, you kind of want to wait till you hit try or tet to put in-game gems. And what I mean by that is gems that cost like, you know, anywhere from 20 to 60 million per crystal. You get what I'm saying? So that's what you want to start putting into all this stuff. And then here's like super in-game, what you want to kind of like start going for. You can go for try Bassi or Tungrads. It's really up to you at this point of which way you want to go. You want to try to have your tet boss weapons right here, and as you can see, we're at 225 gear score, and I would say 258. Yeah, 258 AP with the Granule set, and that's without any gems. You're gonna obviously have hidden AP gems and all of this stuff, so you're gonna literally be able to just rock the hell out of people, which is kind of cool. You know, it's really cool. At this point, you're gonna be a damn near god. It's gonna be awesome. And at this point, you are like level 62, so I know that sounds like a lot or whatever, but if you stick to one character and you just keep buying your upgrades instead of enchanting, you'll be here and it'll be awesome. Now, if you have boss gear, your DP would be a little bit higher because stuff like Muskin boots and also I believe tree armor, Dim Tree gives you a lot more DP. But like I said, that's your choice to either go for Tet Granule, or at Tri Granule you can start working on your boss gear. Okay, it's up to you. But if you feel that you're never going to get Tet boss gear, if you're never going to take your boss gear above Tri, then I would just say, as far as armor is concerned, not weapons, you absolutely need boss, because this is how you get the extra AP. If you don't have a Tet Dandy or, you know, a Tet Kazarka and stuff like that, your damage is going to be lacking something fierce. I'm just letting you know right now. Boss weapons are undeniable. Like, they are literally the truth. Okay, they're in game. If you do get any of these 3 items for your class, okay, before you get to any of these points, it's very recommended to actually enhance them. And sadly, I hate enhancing and stuff like that, but it's the truth. They're that strong that you actually want to do that. As far as armor is concerned, you'll be okay with Granule, and you'll get a little bit of extra damage while you're at it. Now, the reason for the right here at 170 still having the accuracy offhand, because you're just gonna need it until you get over about, I would say, 210 AP. Then you can switch your accuracy offhand out. I would still make sure that when you switch your accuracy offhand out, that you're at about 220 plus AP. Okay, so that was the reason for the main switch or whatever of those items, because at that AP you don't really need the accuracy offhand anymore, and that's just how it is, you know. So this has been King Vox. I hope this helped you guys. Maybe I'll make a more in-depth one later, but this is just really my opinion on how you should go about buying your gear if you're going to buy gear. And as you can see, these items right here are rewards from hitting 61 and 62. So that's really dope. You get a free pretty much try, so that's gonna save a lot of money as well. And you're gonna be able to sell one of those try witch earrings and the try market shadows, not for very much, but I would say for $500 million combined. As you can see right here, I think they're about 250 million for this, and then about 500 million or 400 million or something like that for the witch earring. So I would say about 500 million for $500 million gain when you actually hit those levels. But you're gonna be making so much money at this point, it probably won't barely matter at all, to be honest. And then at this point, like I said, you can try to either work for your Tech Granil, or you can start working on Boss Gear at this point while you still have the Granil. But I would still recommend going for Tech Granil. I'm using Tech Granil, and once I get everything else figured out as far as this, now I have my Tet Dandy already. I just need some other Tets. I just need to get, like, you know, Tet Kazarka and Tet Nuver and stuff like that, and then at that point I'll start doing I'll start working on Boss Gear when it's my only upgrade available. As far as, like, when I say Boss Gear, I mean armor, okay? I don't mean weapons. Weapons you want to work on as soon as possible. They're your biggest upgrades in the game. They're your most AP for the cause, and they're great. So this has been King Vox. I'm out. Later.